Hi everybody. You know that old thing about only mad dogs and Englishmen go out in the midday sun? Well, today that is true. I've decided to come out on the hottest day of the year so far in this country and climb the hill to the Amersham Martyrs Memorial. Today you find the exiled yellowbelly in Old Amersham, a lovely village in Buckinghamshire with some lovely old buildings and coaching inns. Unfortunately, Amersham of the first part of the 16th century was far from a lovely place for a group of people known as the Lollards, who followed the religious beliefs of John Wycliffe, who believed, among other things, that the Bible should be translated into and read in English so it could be read by everyone and not just the Latin-speaking Catholic priests, which of course made them very unpopular with the religious powers that be. So they decided the Lollards should be hunted down, given the chance to recant their beliefs, and if they did not, then they would be burnt at the stake for heresy. Now, the feeling at the time was that Amersham was a hotbed for Lollardism, and in 1506 William Tilsworth became the first brave man to refuse to recant his beliefs, and he was sentenced to be burnt at the stake. And even more heartbreakingly, his daughter Joan Clark was forced to light the fire. Now we're going to walk down to St Mary's Church and I'll see you there. Now this is the church of St Mary the Virgin. This is where the 5 men and 1 woman, Thomas, James, John, Robert, Thomas and Joan, would face their accusers, to be told to recant their beliefs, and after their refusal to do so, they would be sentenced to death by burning on the hill above the church. After being found guilty, they were brought here to the Chequers Inn to be kept guard over for the night. One of the ghosts still here is of their jailer, pacing the rooms and jangling his keys as he still fights with his conscience. Right, I've just sat down in the shade for a while. I've just walked back from the Chequers, where I sat in the shade and had a bit of a cup of coffee there because I didn't realise that it was such a long walk, and I've just walked back and I'm just at the beginning of the walk up to the Martyrs Monument, and I'm just once again sitting it is so hot today. I'm just sitting in the shade again and having a bit of a rest. So I'm just getting a bit rested, and then I will be off up to the monument and the site of the execution of the Lollards. See you there. Now, I'm a bit out of breath, but what about that for a view? That is stunning. Wow, look at that. That is amazing. We're not far from the top now, but that is still an amazing view, isn't it? As we get to the top of the hill, it starts to come into sight, And there it is, over there. Can you see it? Yeah, oh, we're getting nearer now. So not far to go now. So that's good. So we should be there in a minute. So, the memorial was erected in 1931 by the subscribers of the Protestant Alliance. Henry Fowler was the General Secretary, and by the generosity of Mrs. E.M. Rowcroft, I believe that says. As if we go round here, it says, "The noble army of martyrs praise thee, Amersham Martyrs." In the shallow depression, at a spot 100 yards left of this monument, 7 Protestant, 6 men and 1 woman, were burned to death at the stake. They died for the principles of religious liberty, for the right to read and interpret the Holy Scriptures and to worship God according to their consciences, as revealed through God's holy word. Their names shall live forever. William Tilesworth, burned 1506. Joan Clark, his married daughter, was compelled to light the faggots to burn her father. Thomas Barnard, burned 1521. James Morden, burned 1521. John Scrivener, burned 1521. His children were compelled to light their father's pyre. Robert Rave, burned 1521. Thomas Holmes, burned 1521. And Joan Norman, burned 1521. Now, if we go round to the side here, the following men worshippers at Amersham were martyred in other places. Robert Cosin of Great Missenden, burned at Buckingham 1506. Thomas Chase, strangled at Woburn Books. His body was buried at Norland Woods in 1514. Thomas Mann, burned at Smithfield 1518. And Thomas Harding, burned at Chesham 1532. And God rest their souls, and may they rest in peace. But a very nice space. Last time I came, a little thing appeared on my picture what we've never been able to explain. But this time, everything is lovely. It's a beautiful day, and it's been nice to be here. And I'm going to have a quick sit down on this bench over here and take it easy for a bit. Now, in this cornfield, I don't know if you'll be able to tell, because in the winter, when there's nothing here, we couldn't see the slight depression where the burnings were supposed to have taken place. But if you look carefully down here, I can see it. And I think that is it. I think that is the slight depression over there, not far from the memorial. So I don't know, if I just was spinning up there a bit. I don't know if you can see it better when it's zoomed in, but there is definitely a slight depression down there. But look at that view again. It is amazing. So here I am. I made it, and I hope you enjoyed or was interested in the story of the Amersham Lollards, the Martyrs of Amersham. I'm glad I came up here on a nice day. I came up here in the winter before, and I must admit it was an easier climb, but I hope you found this story of interest, and if you did, can you please give it a thumbs up, because thumbs ups are very important apparently, and maybe subscribe to the channel and ding the little bell so that you can get further notifications of other episodes. So for today, a very hot, tired, exiled yellow belly is signing out, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.